What's going on, everyone? What is going on? My name is Daniel Olaiya, aka the Fly Doctor, and I'm a doctor living and working in central London, the best city in the world, as voted for in 2023. Yep, it actually was voted for the best city in the world. But this video is about climbing the tallest and highest freestanding mountain in the entire world, Mount Kilimanjaro, which was the most extreme, amazing, incredible adventure I've ever been on in my life. Now, often I get asked, how did you climb up Mount Kilimanjaro as an expedition doctor? And the truth is, I was lucky. There's a lot of factors that go into it to enable a medic of some sort to climb up a mountain like that and to do an expedition like that. But yeah, you need to be lucky, because I was told about this expedition 4 days before it actually happened, not giving me a lot of time to train, to get ready for it, and to even buy the kit. It was a bit of a mad rush. So I'm gonna climb Mount Kilimanjaro with 5 days notice. Not only to do that, but do it as a dedicated expedition doctor for a group of 15 travelers of all ages, shapes, sizes, with different ailments and abilities. I have one job: to get as many people up that mountain safely and alive as I can, minimizing risk and maximizing enjoyment, fulfillment, and accomplishment to get myself up there too. Okay, so I've had my cryotherapy session, 3.5 minutes of cold shock, of training my autonomic nervous system, of giving my body what it needs to prepare for Mount Kilimanjaro. I've tried my best. Now we're heading to the airport. This is 40 degrees right now in central London, and I've just plunged myself in the middle of an ice chamber and given myself cryotherapy with a quick recovery unit, and I absolutely loved it. Now let's get up that mountain. I love heading to Heathrow Airport when it's busy and it's hustling and it's bustling, and this couldn't be more true for this time. This was the middle of summer, it was hot, it was sweaty. Even on the plane, it was super busy. And you know what? Big shout out to Ethiopian Airlines. Everything was smooth, everything was running very well. I gotta say, the food looked pretty simple, it looked pretty basic, but boy, that chicken was good. First stop is Addis Ababa. The flight was 10 hours. I was feeling a little bit stiff, I can't lie, when I got off that flight, 10 hours, so I had to jump on the massage chair, get a cheeky massage to make sure my muscles were supple, you know, nice and ready to go. We have arrived in Kilimanjaro. Feels good. I can feel the hot Kilimanjaro air brush my skin, and I'm super excited. I got to meet some of the climbers and they seem pretty fit as well, so it looks like my job's going to be pretty straightforward. So it looks like this is where we're staying before we climb up Mount Kilimanjaro. Looks like a castle, not a bad place to stay. This is Emmanuel. What's the place called? Machame area. That's where it is. We're gonna rest. We're gonna take it easy. We're gonna relax, and we're gonna get ready for the briefing later on. Now, the pre-expedition briefing is super important. It's a chance for us to talk through the expedition plan, and more importantly, to go through the important safety points. Meet Joe. Joe is our expedition leader who has over 20 years of scaling mountains all over the world, and he actually does this full time, and he has been in way too many extreme, ridiculous situations than you can imagine, which makes him the best person to do the job, because usually he knows how to find his way out of those situations, and he's a safe guy to be with.
It's hard to explain just how excited this guy is. Like pancakes. It's amazing.
So we're just doing a kit check now. Kit check is super important to make sure that everyone has the right kit and everyone's bags weighs the right amount. We don't want bags to be too heavy, and we want to share the load if we have to. So the unthinkable happened. My kit didn't actually arrive at the airport. My 2 big fat kit bags full of kit and toiletries and climbing essentials, my walking boots, are lost. We talked to the airline and they said the only hope that I have is to share pictures of the bags with them, and then hopefully receive a message on WhatsApp that when they find my bag, they'll give it to me. Will I get my kit before I start climbing tomorrow? We actually had to deal with things like diabetes, heart disease also. There were members of the team who were climbing up who weren't in perfect health but were fit enough to climb. And it's important to understand exactly how they treat their conditions. And this is important because they know their bodies the best. And it's important that I am in tune with them and we have an understanding about what we will do if things get worse. And of course, things become a little bit different when you're 4,000 meters up a mountain. So it's worth spending time, I think, talking through these things. I then checked the oxygen with one of the expedition leaders.
So all we've been talking about is actually how long it takes to get down and actually how much oxygen we have running at high flow. This is super important because we need enough time with oxygen to get that sick person down there. So all these calculations are super important. Prior planning prevents poor performance.
Checking the oxygen is crucial and is by far, for me, the most important medication in times of an emergency at altitude. Knowing how much oxygen you have, how to deliver it quickly, and how long it's going to last is key to be a good expedition doctor. Then it's time to check my medical kit bag, which I do in my room away from everyone else. Because remember, I'm here to be an expedition doctor. So while everyone's enjoying themselves, getting a drink, I'm focusing on the job that I came here to do. So I was actually working with a company called Tromed who deal with the medical side of expeditions all around the world. They are amazing. And they've given me one of their handy kit bags with all the essential medical equipment for expeditions. I have airway management kit, blister care kit, allergy medications, diarrhea medications, which proved to be pretty handy, cold and flu medications, and now for the serious altitude sickness drugs. Acetazolamide, dexamethasone, these are very important and we'll talk about these later. For now, it's time to get some sleep and some rest. Day 1 of the expedition. We're going to do one final kit check and weigh in before we set off. The weight of our kit bags is another important factor to take into account. Even though we are only carrying our day bags, the porters are carrying all the other bags, and to protect them and not to waste space, there are weight limitations stipulated by law. And this is important because we need the porters to move fast when they are going up and down, and of course we want to keep them safe. I got to be honest, there is excitement in the air as well as nerves as we get closer to the shining mountain Kilimanjaro. But I'm hoping and praying that my kit bag and expedition equipment actually comes. I literally have my pants and the clothes that I'm wearing now. I do not have anything else. A few hours pass, still no sign of the kit bag. Will I be able to climb? Will I be able to do my duties as an expedition doctor? Will I be able to take care of these 15 travelers who want to summit Mount Kilimanjaro if I have no kit?